105.5 Hits FM. It's Taylor B along with you. And it's Friday around 5:15, which means it is time for Daddy B Debates. And joining us is Daddy B. Hi, Dad.
Hey, it's me, Daddy B, back at you again.
Back at us again. Now, you're on the road again. Where are you going this time?
Never ends. More hockey, more hockey, more hockey.
And where are you guys today? Are you in Toronto or are you going across the border?
Yeah, no, we're by the, what's that, Canada's Wonderland. I can see the...
Oh, Vaughan.
Yeah, we're right there. A little too chilly to be playing roller coasters today, I'll tell you that.
Do you play roller coasters or?
I'm so scared of roller coasters. You know, what happens, like, I'm freaking out. I used to like them back in the day. Now, I get scared even thinking about it.
Maybe it's an age thing.
Yeah, but why would getting older make you not want to do it anymore? Is it because you realize how stupid you were doing it in the first place? Or is it just you get fears for no reason?
Maybe you value your life more now than you did before?
I doubt that.
Now, you love yogurt, right?
Oh, yogurt. Love the yogurt.
Did you know that millennials are killing yogurt?
Well, I mean, millennials are killing everything else, so why wouldn't they be killing yogurt?
They are not, but we're getting blamed for the yogurt industry now.
Oh, yeah, what's up with the yogurt?
So apparently, in 2018, yogurt peaked at $9 billion in sales. And this year, the yogurt industry is only expected to make $8.2 billion. Experts are saying that yogurt sales will continue to plummet because millennials do the grab-and-go breakfast, and yogurt is not a grab-and-go breakfast.
What do you mean it's not a grab-and-go breakfast?
I know you grab-and-go your yogurt all the time, but apparently the rest of the world does not.
Well, I think the only answer here is to get rid of all millennials. I think we'd all be a lot happier if there wasn't any millennials around.
I don't know if that's true because you'd be getting rid of me.
I rest my case.
That's not very nice, and you know it.
Well, I don't know. I just think millennials are really, really irritating. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that the lady on my GPS is a millennial. Is there anything more irritating than GPSs in your car?
I don't know. I don't have that luxury.
Oh, you don't, eh? Well, let me tell you, it's not a luxury. I have constant battles with this woman in the car every day. She's just like, wait for the beep, don't do this, don't do that, I can't understand. I mean, I just need them to understand and give me the right answers.
Are you asking the question correctly?
I listen, call home. How hard is that? Call home. Call home.
Well,
I mean, you don't want me texting, you don't want me using my cell phone, then this lady's got to start listening to simple directions. See what I mean? Must be a millennial.
Well, first of all, if you get rid of millennials, you're not going to have any children anymore because all your children are millennials.
Well, I mean, we all have to make sacrifices. We all have to make sacrifices. And you know what? Like, let's talk about this, for example. Is it not the millennials that are in charge of the world right now?
I don't think they're in charge of the world, but
all the new ideas are millennials, right?
Not true.
Like, it used to be that the internet was a cool thing, and now it's just one big commercial. I mean, you cannot even think about anything until you watch a stupid little commercial. That's millennial. Listen, when I go to the gas station, let me tell you something else. I'm pretty sure we could cure the climate change problem just at the gas station. I go to the gas station now, and I put the credit card in the deal, and, oh, you need a receipt? Yes, I do need a receipt. For my business, I need a receipt. What happens at the end of it? A receipt comes out it's like a roll of toilet paper. It's so long. I mean, there's commercials on your receipts now. It's like the Dead Sea Scrolls, for goodness sakes. Well, I mean, they're asking me questions. What do they need to know this for? Oh, this is what you're missing out on. You could have had this. No loyalty? What's your problem? Oh, you need your receipts. It's very important. Keep them. I mean, there's just way too much information. It's a millennial thing.
I don't know that it is a millennial thing because there's been ads on your receipts for years, stemming before millennials could even implement those services for you. I think this is actually a you problem and not an us problem.
It's way worse. It's unbelievable. You cannot, my head wants to explode. There is too much information overload. I mean, something's got to be done.
Again, we circle back to the you problem. You're the one who's absorbing that information. Learn to block it out.
Well, see, and that's the problem. Our generation, we listen. We bring things in. We understand. We mull it over. We process it. Your time frame, people, you need a billion things and nothing sinks in. So it has to be constant. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I need to move to an island somewhere.
Well, I think you just want to do that. I don't think you need to. I think you just want to be away from everyone else so you don't have to deal with these irritating things. But I will say that there are certain members of your generation who are also very similar to the millennials and don't listen to anything either. So I don't necessarily know it's a millennial thing, more so just an individual person thing.
I don't know. There's boneheads all over the place, except in this case, I really think that the millennials have to snap out of it and tune in and turn on, or whatever we used to say back in the 60s.
Well, the fact that you don't even know what the phrase is just goes to prove my point.
Exactly.
Not exactly. It's not a positive for you, Dad. It means that you weren't listening and absorbing what was going on. Now,
do as I say, not as I do.
Fair enough. Now, I do want to play you a clip of a millennial. Lately, the police have been releasing audio clips of, I'm going to politely put it, not so smart 911 calls, or as you would like to call them, stupid 911 calls.
Right.
This one, for me, takes the cake. Now, I've talked about on the show before, somebody called 911 about a tomato sandwich. Somebody's called 911, a kid called 911 because his parents made him clean his room. Another kid earlier in the year called 911 because their parents made him eat a salad before he left the dinner table. You know, just silly things that they use as educational purposes. This one looks bad for millennials. So this woman, well, she was late for her train and she thought she could call 911 to come up with a solution. Now we're going to listen to the clip and then I want your opinion on it. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go.
911, do you need police, fire, ambulance?
This is in terms of an officer. I'm supposed to have a trip to Union Station. The ride that was supposed to show up for me this morning did not. And I don't know how you guys work with services in terms of that, because I'm in a taxi right now, but it's not going to get me to the station on time for my train to board at 9:45.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you're in a taxi cab and you think you're going to be late for your train ride at Union Station?
Yeah.
And so what would you like an officer to do?
Do you guys offer emergency ride services or not?
An emergency ride service?
No, I don't know how you guys operate with.
Well, I can assure you we don't do that.
My apologies.
Okay, so you can call a cab or get in the cab and go to your appointment.
This is an actual person who genuinely thought that they could get an escort to Union Station so they wouldn't be late for their train.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that surprises me the most about this whole situation is, how did she even know the phone number?
I don't know.
I mean, this would shock me, except, yes, people are that stupid. And I'm telling you one thing right now. It's that kid's parent is the one that's the problem. I've said it before. We've had it way too good for way too long here. And you're not doing your kids any favor by holding them accountable to knowing just the basic things in life. It is so bad out there that you better hope that the machines take over, because we're not going to know what to do. Can you imagine a human being thinking that you call an emergency call line because your day may be in jeopardy of being, I don't know, false started? I mean, you're going to miss your train. Well, we know that the universe revolves around you, but, we can't really give all our resources right now to making sure that you get. Can you imagine? Oh, this is an emergency ride, or like you need an emergency ride. Little girl, you're in a cab. I'm sure your mother and father are giving you lots of money, and you probably have more in the bank than I do. Take the cab to work. Actually, you're probably not going to work. What do you think? What does this person have to do that is so important that they need to call the police to see if they can get an armed tactical unit to drive them wherever. What are they doing?
I'm wondering if it was for a VIA rail train. You know, the trains that don't run as frequently. I don't know. I was baffled because the only person that gets police escort without asking for it is the Queen. After that, if you're a person of prominence, you might get one. But even then, most of the time, they're hiring their own private security. So it's not even like the everyday celebrity gets a police escort. So who are you to call 911 to think, oh, I'm going to get a police escort? It's going to be fine. No worries. I don't get it.
Let me say to the listeners out there as well, if you're a parent and you're listening and you listen to that audio and you think, hey, that realistically could be my own kid, you need to stop what you're doing right now. Smack yourself in the face.
Dad, don't say that.
Pour some water on your face and start now to try to save them, because that is just ridiculous. That is why other parts of the world don't like us. Phone calls like that. It's unbelievable.
And on that note, Dad, I think it is time to wrap up this edition of Daddy Debates before you get a little too feisty, all right? We got to calm things down. And the best way to calm you down is to let you play a song. So what are we listening to this week?
Well, let's listen to Yeah, 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 or Yeah 3 times, no matter whichever way you say it. It's a Chris Brown cover by All-Star Weekend on 105.5 Hits FM.